empty. Let's go.
How you feel, boys. Being cleaned out is no joke, any way you look at it. Still, there's a good side to this. I've learned my lesson, and so have you.
We sure have, Clanton. We're through putting our money in your bank.
Don't forget about them killings either. It's blood money now.
I think you're making a mistake, friends, as far as my bank is concerned. Look what I had sent from Salt Lake City.
Well, she's built like a battleship, Clanton.
Take a battleship to blow her open, Uncle Willie.
Just came a little too late, though, didn't it?
No, not at all, not at all. I aim to pay back part of what everybody lost out of my own pocket.
Are you fooling?
Why, I've got a funny way of fooling, mortgaging everything I have to raise the money.
I've never heard a banker talk like that before.
Now, don't thank me, friends. I won't be able to pay you back more than 50 cents on the dollar. But at least you don't lose everything. And I can let you have some cash now to tide you over. I invite you to step inside and do your banking.
That invitation's good enough for me. Come on, boys. The line form's on the right.
That's the spirit, Uncle Willie. What's good enough for you ought to be good enough for everybody in Red Valley. Pay off everybody 50%. Need a little money, Mr. McLeod?
Thought I told you there was to be no killing with Jack Lester.
Shh. They'll forget it.
Killing is never forgot, and it leads to more killing. You made a bad mistake, Clanton.
Why blame me for the killing? You were supposed to bring in someone from out of town to do the job.
Well, Sam Glennon in Leadville was to send me a man. He was to be here days ago, but he didn't turn up. He'd have done a clean job from what Sam said.
Maybe so, but we couldn't wait forever. That's why I called in Jack Lester. Here's his share. Finding out he blew an empty safe must be getting him hot under the collar.
You're a fool, Clinton. People can stand losing money, but they hunt down killers.
I told him not to shoot.
You didn't tell him loud enough.
Willie, you heard me say.
Shut up. You're a great man in this town now, Clinton. I guess you're even greater than Santa Claus. These suckers will be getting back half what they put in and naming their children after you. How much did we clear?
$80,000.
That's good. That called for a drink on the house. Here's to your health, Mr. Clinton. It's not a bad amount to get out of a town this size.
It's nothing to what we'll get later, if that contract from the Army comes through for the horses.
Santa Claus don't drink. Oh. Hey, Jack, you home? Willie McLeod. Jack Lester.
I'm here.
Oh, hello, Jack. Morning, gents. Nice to see you all looking so bright and happy. It's going to be a lovely day. Oh, Jack, I brought you a present. $10,000 cash money. You don't have to thank me. It looks like you ain't gonna. You fellas look like you done something you're ashamed of.
Willie, I ought to blow your head off.
That don't seem like friendly talk.
Not the least bit friendly. I don't trust you and Clanton any more than you trust me.
Why, Jack, where did you ever get the feeling that we didn't trust you?
The other night in the bank. The minute I found out I blew an empty safe. You were a little too smart, Uncle Willie.
You ain't quite smart enough. 3 men murdered in cold blood. What's the sense to it?
We was robbing a bank.
I'm a lot older than you, Jack. In my time, I've seen a lot of men with itchy trigger fingers like you. And they're all in Boot Hill, with dirt in their face. Somebody cured them of that itch.
Would you like a couple of holes in that big fat belly of yours?
Well, you're holding up the U.S. mail, and that's a federal offense.
Hello, Sheriff.
You're behind time. You ought to be in Basin City with the mail by now. I've been backtracking to find you.
One of my mules got a loose shoe and I was held up. What you doing in this neck of the woods?
Just looking around.
Anything special on your mind?
One of the bank robbers forgot something the other night.
You did.
This.
Or it was spur, ain't it?
Hammered silver rowel. Unusual for this part of the country. Ever noticed anyone with a pair like them?
No, can't say that I have.
You get around a lot, Uncle Will, and I was counting on you to give me a lead.
When a man gets as old as I am, his memory goes first. Maybe some fella in silver spurs has passed me, and I neither hear nor see him. And if I do hear or see him, I don't remember it afterwards. Man can't do much when he gets old except for save his money.
Stay out of mischief.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Willie. You forgot to give me back that piece of spur.
Spur? What spur?
That silver hammered rowel I picked up in front of the bank.
You didn't give me no spur.
Sure I did. Take a look. Maybe you put it in your pocket.
Is this it?
That's it.
This goes to show you how forgetful a man my age can get. If you hadn't remembered giving it to him, you probably never would have got that spur back.
Don't forget the way home.
I might any day now. So long, Steve.
So long.
Reach and don't turn around. Reach. I got a lame horse here. We're gonna trade.
I wouldn't like that.
That's too bad. Now don't turn around.
Anybody here?
Yes?
Take care of my horse, man.
You bet.
Don't usually see a girl running a stable.
Belongs to my father, Willie McLeod.
Did you say McLeod?
Know him?
Sure. I've heard of him.
Everybody in this part of the country knows him. You from around here?
Nope.
My name's Allison McLeod.
Pleased to meet you.
I didn't quite catch your name.
Didn't give it.
Nice horse you got here.
Yeah.
But you had to pay plenty for him.
Too much.
Found plenty of dust, too, didn't you?
North trails are full of it.
And there's red mud between here and Basin City, too.
You've seen a lot of country, haven't you?
Not as much as you.
Red Valley's kind of new to me. What's it like?
Sleepy and quiet. Once in a while, we raise a crop of horses.
That isn't all. Adios, brother.
Have you known your horse long?
Time doesn't matter. We fell in love at first sight.
Isn't that a dangerous habit?
Not when you get used to it. I'll be coming back here tonight to see my horse. You be here?
I'll be waiting.
The commercial houses are blocked down. You'll find that more suitable.
This suits me.
I'm afraid we have no vacancies.
Look again.
I'm very sorry,
Is
but
anything wrong?
I believe this gentleman has ambitions beyond his means, Countess.
Well, I think we can afford a little charity occasionally. Follow me. Thank you. Cheyenne.
Take it easy, Countess. I'm only a visitor.
What are you doing here? There's $10,000 on your head. Are you crazy?
Nitro come in yet?
Yes, he's been here for days waiting for you. He said something about a bank job. Is it the kind of a job I think it is?
Yes.
The Clanton Bank?
I think that's the name Sam Glennon told me.
Hell, that job's already been done. Now, you better move before somebody recognizes you.
Recognize me? Somebody already recognized me on the way from Salt Lake City. I had to travel a long way around. That's why I'm late. I sent Nitro on ahead to wait for me here.
I thought you were quitting.
So did I. But they won't let me. I've tried a dozen times. Every time I get started, somebody remembers my face. Wants that $10,000, then I get hunted down like a coyote. What else can I do but keep on?
Come on, sit down.
This'll do?
You don't have to sit facing the doors in here.
Sort of a habit with me.
You're kind of jumpy, aren't you?
Maybe. How long has it been since you've seen my folks?
Oh, about 6 months. Your sister's a very pretty girl. You'd be proud of her.
How's my kid brother?
Good boy. Straight as a string. You're not heading out that way, are you?
Oh, ouch!
It's Nitro. Oh! Oh, my foot!
Cheyenne, welcome to Red Valley. How do you like the little blowout I gave you?
You big zombie! You...
I told you to leave that nitroglycerin alone.
I was leaving it alone. But you see, if it gets a little too warm
get up.
or a little too cold... Oh! Oh, my knee.
What's the matter, you hurt?
Yeah, that marble top fell on it.
Help me.
Help him! I'll break his other leg!
Don't pick on me. I ain't done nothing.
Why, Countess, what?
There's nothing to get excited about. Just a lamp exploded. Tim, get inside. The rest of you go back to work. Go on, hurry up. Shut the doors. Hurry up. Take it easy. Tim, look at his leg, will you?
The bottle that went off was just that big. If it'd been any bigger, you'd be picking me up in a spoon.
I wish we were.
Funny how a little noise upsets a woman.
Oh, ouch!
They won't believe that exploded lamp story.
The help here get enough pay to believe anything. Look, I'll send Nitro after you as soon as he can ride. I hope it's before he blows me all over Utah.
I'm staying.
Cheyenne. Cheyenne, this town is right on a railroad. Somebody's bound to come through and spot you.
We won't be here for long.
But why sit around and wait for him?
I was sitting in a jail in Colorado and Nitro waited for me.
When he was through waiting, I bet there was no jail left.
Just a hole in the ground.
Cheyenne, please go. I'll take good care of him.
Don't you see I can't leave a man who'd put his neck in a noose to save me?
Sure. Sure, I see. You just want to commit suicide.
I sure could. But how did you know?
You tell me how you lost your horse first.
Somebody held a gun on me and we traded.
Know him?
I didn't see him. He made me keep my back turned.
A horse was brought in today with red mud on him. The kind you run into on the way to Basin City. So I came out here expecting to find somebody dead or walking.
You mean somebody brought my horse in the stable?
Uh-huh.
Who?
I don't remember his name.
Sure you can't remember anything about him, Allison?
Yeah, Steve. The way I remember him, he wouldn't come out last in a gunfight. He seems awfully quick, Steve.
You ever seen how fast I can duck? Don't tell me you're gonna break down and worry about me.
Don't you think it's about time?
Evening, Miss McLeod.
Hello. Your horse is back there.
Thanks. Oh, brother.
Reach. Reach and don't turn around. You're under arrest. Certainly did. First time a woman ever finished a fight for me. Get some water, Allison. This is a friend of mine.
Friend?
Yeah, hurry up. Quick. Douse it.
Hello.
How do you feel?
I'm all right. I'm surprised to see you.
Same here.
Got a star on your vest?
Yeah, I'm sheriff of Red Valley.
Can I do anything?
What'd you hit me with?
A bucket.
Sorry.
How was I to know you were friends? Here, let me wipe your face.
You got a funny way of greeting strangers in this town. You're awful nice to them afterward.
You don't seem to be a stranger.
We used to be partners back in Wyoming. That was my horse you borrowed.
Your horse?
Yeah, didn't you know?
No, I was in a hurry, and I left some money in the saddlebag. Didn't you find it?
No. We'll settle the deal tomorrow. Come on. I think you need a drink.
If you'll bring Mr. Smith, I'll make some coffee. That is what you said your name was, didn't you?
Yes, Smith. Bill Smith.
Come on, Bill Smith.
Sure is a funny way to treat a horse thief.
Hello, Al. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Horse kick this fella?
Yeah, on the head.
It ain't the worst place to get kicked. Man, sometimes silly the rest of his life.
Oh, Mr. Smith's all right. This is my dad.
I'm glad to meet you.
Bill Smith's an old friend of mine, Uncle Willie.
Is that so? I ain't seen you around here before, son.
I'm from Leadville.
I know a fellow there named Sam Glennon. You know him?
Yeah. Come to think of it, he told me to look you up when I arrived.
Well, it's a small world, ain't it?
We're going to make Mr. Smith some coffee, Dad. I'll fix you supper while I'm at it.
All right, I'll unhitch the mules and be right in. It's a small world.
Seem to be enjoying themselves.
Well, they got a right to. They'll have to pay for it later.
I'm crazy about you, Jack.
Uh-huh.
Are you crazy about me?
I'd be crazy if I was.
Oh, you're lying. Jack, would you die for me?
Nah.
You would if you loved me enough. I'm the kind of a woman who wants to drive men to drink. I'm the kind of a woman who wants to drive men to drink. A dangerous woman. I want men to die for.
Oh, shut up.
Who'd you smile at?
Horse thief.
He here?
Over against the wall.
Oh. Seems to be a wallflower tonight.
Some people like to be wallflowers. It gives them a chance to keep their backs against the wall.
Oh.
What's he like, Steve?
A little faster with a gun than anybody I ever knew.
Evening, Mr. Smith.
Good evening.
You dance well.
She does. That is, they do.
Kind of surprised to find you still in Red Valley.
That's so?
Ain't much a fella like you can do here now. Appears to me as if you'd be getting kind of restless.
I'm satisfied.
If you need a little traveling money, I can help you out.
I don't.
You got here too late, Smith.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bill, I got a girl here who wants to dance with you.
My feelings won't be hurt if you refuse.
Oh, I won't refuse. Thanks, Steve.
You're not welcome.
It was nice of Steve to lend me his girl.
I'm not his girl to lend.
It was nice of Steve anyway.
It's a surprise to see you here tonight.
What?
Oh, for a lot of reasons.
Only one reason why I came here tonight.
What's that?
You?
I don't think I'm going to ask you any more questions.
Something the matter, Countess?
No, nothing.
Oh, I thought maybe I stepped on your foot.
No. But you will, probably.
Oh, Steve, would you and Uncle Willie mind stepping outside for a minute?
Sure, Hank.
We have some responsible citizens gathered there, and we'd like to have you join us.
What's going on?
You'll find out when you get there.
Come on, Uncle Willie. Well, boys, what'll it be?
Steve, as the legal law in Red Valley, I represent a body of citizens that want to get something done about those men that was killed at the bank robbery. You don't seem much concerned. Well, we are.
That's right, Steve. Can't blame him for wanting action.
You can't get action till you know definitely who did it.
Well, when are we going to know? It looks to me like you spend most of your time loafing around the country or dancing. Now, that ain't no way to catch murderers and bank robbers.
I have to work my own way.
And while you're working your own way, what's to prevent it from happening again?
Yes, right.
We got a lot of money coming into this town, Steve, from that horse contract. Now, if you don't get them robbers, they're apt to be back.
These horses we were selling to the army is about all we have left, Steve.
They won't come the second time.
That's what you say, Steve.
My word's either good or it's not.
Now, to me, that don't mean a thing. I want to see you hanging. Why, a law officer ought to be out on the trail, not in a dance hall, hopping around like a frightened mountain goat.
Anytime enough people want me to resign, I'll do it. That's all I've got to say.
That's good enough for me.
Well,
for me, have a
that's
drink,
good enough for me.
boys. Go ahead. Enjoy yourselves. There's plenty of girls in there. Have a drink, boys. Get inside and enjoy yourselves.
You worried about Steve?
Yeah, a little. I think being sheriff means a lot to him.
Means being able to stay here. Any man would want to do that.
In kind of a bad spot, ain't you, Steve?
They can't expect miracles. When I arrest him, I want to know I got the right man.
I wish I could help you. Have you uncovered anything at all?
I got an idea the man I want is Jack Lester.
Jack Lester? Well, he's only a common rancher.
Uncommon, Uncle Willie. He's got a ranch and he doesn't run any livestock on it, and he's got 3 hired hands to help him do nothing.
You must be mistaken, Steve.
I'm getting surer every day. You remember the silver rowel I showed you? He used to wear a set of silver spurs, and he doesn't wear them anymore.
And I always thought Jack didn't have a dishonest bone in his head. This is the most terrible thing I ever heard of, Steve.
Keep this quiet, Uncle Willie.
You hear what he said?
No.
I got a surprise for you, and it won't be pleasant.
Well, I'm waiting.
He's pretty sure Jack Lester's the man he wants. As soon as he gathers up a couple of loose ends, he's going to have him jailed.
Oh, that wouldn't be very pleasant for either one of us.
Dad,
Where you bound, Al?
home to get something to eat. If you're hungry, come along.
I'll be along in a little while. I've got another surprise for you. See that fellow with Allison and Steve?
Oh, that's a Countess's cousin, Bill Smith. What about...
Maybe so. But he's also the man Sam Glennon was sending me from Leadville. That's enough surprises for one night.
Where are you going?
Home. I got to chaperone my daughter.
What's ailing the old buzzard now?
Plenty. Lester, I got a couple of surprises for you.
Yeah?
Pleasant surprises.
Well, had enough of my cooking?
Plenty.
That's a fine thing to say.
You know what I mean.
I'll take all I can get some other time.
That's better.
Nice place, Red Valley. What brought you here?
I'd like to see the Countess.
What's keeping you, besides Allison?
Nitro's up at the Countess's with a bad foot.
Nitro? You and Nitro Rankin? That's a funny combination.
Nitro did me a favor once.
You know anything about the bank robbery we had here?
I know one thing, Steve. I had nothing to do with that robbery. You believe me, Steve?
What you say has always been good enough for me.
Thanks.
Why don't you stay here in Red Valley?
I'm wanted, Steve. You can get $10,000 for me.
I don't want you. At any price.
Like some more coffee?
Not for me, Allison. I gotta be going.
Oh.
So have I.
You're welcome here anytime, Bill.
What
Thanks.
about me?
Oh, you're part of the family.
That's the trouble. Good night.
Good night, Miss Allison.
Good night.
Good night, Uncle Willie.
Through your courting, boys?
For the night, yeah.
Having a daughter is a real trial. Man with a son can get all the sleep he needs. But with a daughter, you can't close your eyes till everybody's gone home.
Thanks.
How do you like him, Al?
Oh, the way you do a book when you don't know how the story turns out.
Books have happy endings.
This story could have a happy ending. Does it matter what he's been? For Pete's sake. Enjoying yourself?
Kinda. I got a job here breaking wild horses.
Horses the ranchers are selling to the army.
A job? Are you crazy?
I must be with a job like this.
Come on home with me. If you want to work so bad, I'll give you a job dealing faro at the hotel.
I like it here. I get $3 for every horse I break.
I'll give you $50 for every sucker you break. You'll get killed here, one way or another.
No, thanks.
Why?
Well, I'm kind of changing my ways.
Aren't you kind of forgetting who you are?
I'm trying my best to, Countess.
All right. I'll be by later and pick up the body.
Easy, boy. Easy. Easy. You'll get used to a load on your back. Everybody does.
He won't mind that in a little while.
Howdy. It's just what I've been telling him.
Sometimes I feel sorry for them, though. It's hard to lose that kind of freedom.
Well, that depends on what you trade it for.
Are you working here now?
Uh-huh.
Doesn't seem like your kind of job.
Well, it isn't.
Then why are you doing it?
I answered that question the other evening. Or do you want me to tell you again?
Said I wasn't going to ask you any more questions, didn't I?
Okay. Come on.
didn't he? Well, suppose you said so in some crowded place where everybody could hear you. He's a stranger. He's got no good reason for being in town. You might find that hard to explain. And Red Valley would sooner believe you than him, especially since you have me backing you up.
That's a good idea, Clayton.
Yes, but there's one flaw. Smith might give you some good answers.
You'll never get the chance to answer.
Easy.
Maybe I ought to just pour this liniment on you and let it soak in. You only been working one day and you're as banged up as a Republican in Texas. What are you being a month?
Banged up?
Now take me. I'm fine. Leg don't hardly hurt at all no more.
Not so hard. Yes. All right, that's enough.
You ought to knock before you come in here, Countess. Suppose I was taking a bath or something.
If I ever hear of you taking a bath, I'll start knocking. How do you feel, Cheyenne?
Pretty good.
Going out again tonight?
Just down to see my horse.
Your horse like you to wear a tie?
He hasn't said.
A fella can't be too good to dumb animals.
Aren't you forgetting something?
I'm through carrying it. It's getting too heavy for me. You know, I heard a song one night about the other side of the mountain. That's where I've been for a long time, on the other side. And I want to come back.
But can you?
I can try.
They say a man is through when he develops one weakness, Cheyenne. You're getting weak. You'll put your neck in a rope.
Can't help it.
And please get away from here as soon as you can. Red Valley's no place for you to start over again. Get across the border.
I'm Bill Smith now. I'm not Cheyenne anymore. And I like it here.
You're not Bill Smith. You're Cheyenne Rogers, and you always will be. You're in too deep to ever get out. I've been on the other side of that mountain for a long time. But I know I never can come back.
Maybe that's the difference between us.
No use getting serious, Countess. Falling in love with him is just building up for a quick goodbye. He's got to keep on traveling.
Nitro, did you ever want to live your life over again?
Me? I couldn't stand the excitement twice in a row.
Cheyenne and I were raised together in Wyoming. We went to the same school, the same church. We were like brother and sister. I was going to be a school teacher. He was going to raise the best horses in Wyoming.
You know, I always figured he didn't get any pleasure out of gunfighting.
Then came the gold strike. Claim jumpers moved in on my father's land, killed him. I called on Cheyenne for help. He came. There was a fight. Some of the men were killed. From then on, Cheyenne's been a hunted man, and I'm responsible.
Well, don't you feel bad? A fellow with his talent for throwing a gun shouldn't waste it.
I ought to hit you, but I'm afraid you'll explode.
Hey, Bill. Heading for the barn?
Hello.
Allison ain't there right now.
Well, I was just going down to look at my horse.
Steve was in to see his horse a little while ago. Seems like there ain't nothing more lonesome than a lonesome horse.
Except maybe a lonesome man.
Man don't need to be if the saloon's open. See, I just given up chewing tobacco for rum. Come and have a drink with me.
No, thanks.
Come on, just one little drink. It won't hurt you.
Well, all right.
Drink hearty, gents. Tonight's my last night.
Selling out?
Lock, stock, barrel, and goodwill. You know, I've been building here for 10 years and keeping dry while I did. Tomorrow I take my first drink and start back for Connecticut.
Red Valley's gonna miss you, Dan.
Well, I ain't gonna miss Red Valley. No, sir. A man's got a big responsibility around the place like this, keeping friendship and goodwill. protecting his glassware. Oh, I'm tired of it.
Well, good luck to you, Dan.
Thanks.
Here's to green pastures and no fences.
Hello, Jack. What'll you have? Nothing but some answers to a few questions. And from you, stranger.
I don't answer questions.
Now, Jack,
Shut up. You're gonna answer mine. Now, Jance, this is a place for drinking, not talking. Name your poison or I'll have to ask you to leave. Shut up. First, I want to know your name. And speak up real loud so as everybody can hear you.
Bill Smith.
Louder.
Bill Smith.
Smith, huh? Now, there's an unusual name. Where you from?
All over.
What do you do for a living?
Break horses.
You've been doing that one day. What else?
That's none of your business.
I'm making it my business, Smith. And you know what I think it is? It's robbing banks.
I'm not carrying a gun.
Jance, please be friends. It's a glass house here we're all living in. Here, free drinks on the house. There ain't nothing like friendship and goodwill. No gun, huh? That's mighty careless for an outlaw. I say you robbed the Clanton Bank, and I say you're just waiting around till we get some more money so you can rob it again. Gentlemen, please, please!
Who's that?
Have a 10.
I raise. Ace is up.
No good. 3 10s.
All right, boys. He didn't fill his flush.
Too fair. Gentlemen. I'll have to ask you to leave.
Raise $20. I call. What you got?
3 queens. Next time I meet you, Smith, I'm going to make sure that I... Let's get along.
What's on your mind?
Nothing?
Shame you missed a fight, Steve. Guess we didn't do the saloon much good. Look, I thought you wanted to talk to me.
Not talk, Cheyenne. Just say goodbye.
Is that an order, Sheriff?
Depends on how you take it.
I didn't even have a gun with me tonight.
Next time you meet Lester, you'll have to kill him.
That's what I was thinking.
And after him, his 3 friends. Then Red Valley will have a famous gunfighter. I thought you could stop here, Cheyenne, but you can't anymore than you could stop in Wyoming or Colorado. Maybe you never can stop. Anyway, I can't let you kill Lester. I'm saving him, so if you stay here in Red Valley, there'll have to be a showdown between you and me. I figure we might as well have it now.
Suit yourself, Steve.
I can't help myself. Can't even help Allison, unless I get you out of here before she breaks her heart wishing for something that's not in the cards.
It's tough to leave here now.
I know. But you couldn't have a better reason than her.
Or a better reason for staying.
If you're not going by morning, Cheyenne, I'll be coming for you.
Nitro's getting the horses.
Well, see for yourselves, friends. Good American money, and better than coin in every way.
My, what'll they think of next?
Those bills are light, handy, don't take up much space, and you can carry a large amount without attracting attention.
Is that so?
You'll see the day come when a man wouldn't think of starting out anywhere without a supply of paper money.
You don't say.
Yes, sir.
The only thing you can't do with it is fill your teeth.
Guess you're kind of glad to get rid of us, huh?
I sure am.
That's the way I like to go, yeah. Nobody misses me.
Keep on going this time, will you?
We won't be running into each other anymore.
Let's not talk about it.
Hey, what's the hurry?
Hurry? Did it look like I was hurrying?
So long.
Come on, Cheyenne. Don't worry about me, Countess. I'll be all right.
You'll never be all right. You old half-baked dynamite cooker.
Huh? Come on, let's go.
Why? What's the hurry? We're not in any hurry.
Oh, yes, we are. I just robbed a bank.
What? Red! Come on!
Does it? Ben, Charlie, Marty, Joe, Jim, follow me. The rest of you cover this end and get them in case they head back. It's all over. Come on out with your hands up and take your medicine.
Come on, let's shoot our way out of here.
But We ain't got a chance, Cheyenne. They're 10 to 1 against us.
Once in jail's enough for me. Come on.
You're too young to die, and so am I. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, gents, there's 12 of you, and it takes 12 to make a jury. Now, we got 2 men here to hang, but we're going to do it for the law. Hank, you be foreman.
All right, Judge.
Lift your right hand. You solemnly swear to put the law on them bank robbers, so help you?
I do.
That's such stuff, Hank. Now then, we gotta have a little evidence, but very little.
Wait a minute. Pulling up a bank's not a hanging offense.
It ain't.
It is if somebody's been killed.
They didn't fire a shot.
They fired plenty the other night.
Order to court! Jack, you mean to say that them fellows did all the bank robberies?
I saw him kill 3 men the night of the first robbery.
That's a lie.
Steady now! Don't you go shooting any witnesses, Sheriff. We gotta have law, and nothing but the law in this court. Sit down, both of you.
Listen to me, Judge. Lester's swearing away the lives of a couple of men because he got licked in a saloon fight. I know Bill Smith here. I've lived with him, eat with him, fought with him. We've dodged bullets together. Some of them came from the law. The kind of law you got around here.
Sit down, Steve. That ain't the kind of testimony for a peace officer to be given.
Now, Judge, Your Honor, you got an eye in your head to see what a fine, upstanding young man Mr. Smith is.
Now, Willie, there ain't no one asking you no questions. Side, you don't know nothing about that fella anyway. Sit down, Willie. Why, I aim to give Red Valley a couple of hangings that they'll be proud of in days to come. And any man that comes between me and my doing it will get knocked higher than Gilroy's kite with no due process of law at all. Now, let me hear the skunk that's changed his mind after we've been in all this trouble. Let me hear him.
Only about 12 hours now till you boys get some exercise. Walking on air. What do you a lot of good after all this sitting around?
Fella runs into a mighty poor grade of stock in a place like this.
Oh, hello, Smith. Take a good look, my friend. Pretty nice, ain't it?
Looks mighty trim.
Why, you couldn't get a better stepping-off place. Wait a minute, I want to show you something. Mighty slick, ain't it? Why, you're going out in style, Smith.
Makes me kind of glad I come here.
Afternoon, Nitro.
All right, Judge.
Now, according to due process of law, you condemned men can make any last request you want. Now, if you got one, speak up.
I got one, Judge. Keep your trap shut.
Keep your trap shut. That's a hard one. Keep your trap shut.
How's he taking it?
The way a man like he is would. Sits there, talks to Nitro, smokes too much, and waits for somebody to make a mistake.
The way you would if you were in his place.
Well, there's nothing else to do.
He didn't kill those men, did he?
He didn't even rob the bank. Nitro did that on his own.
I'm glad.
What can I do? They want a hanging in Red Valley, and a man has sworn their lives away. I'm sheriff, but I can't make my own law for friends.
Bill's what Dad calls from the other side of the mountain, and he can't come back. Try it, Steve.
He's hanging for something he didn't do.
You suppose a man has to die the way he lives?
You really believe that, Allison?
I'm trying to.
There's lunch for the prisoners. Let them out. But Steve, I'll be responsible. Hi, Bill. Hello, Steve.
Same old stew. I reckon a little pepper will liven it up some.
I won't be needing my hat anymore, Steve. I'd kind of like for you to have it.
Thanks, but I can't take it, Bill.
Why not? It's a good hat. I paid $40 for it in Santa Fe.
Well, for old time's sake.
Sure. Well, why don't you put it on and see how you look in it, huh?
How's this, Bill?
Well, the brim tips a little bit to the left, kind of.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're coming along with us, Steve, just in case, but you make one false move, I'm gonna blast you.
I believe you would at that, Cheyenne.
Go back way.
Perfect, perfect! Hi, Steve. Afternoon, boys.
Hi, Jack.
What is the meaning of this?
It means you can't keep your trap shut.
This'll be far enough for you, Steve. All right?
Poor fella.
Sorry it was your jail we had to break out of.
I didn't fall for that hat trick, Cheyenne. We used it once in Deadwood. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, but do you think they'll fall for that story back at Red Valley?
Why not? I was careless and I was surprised. There've been jailbreaks before.
Well, sure they have, Sheriff. You know you ain't a bad fella as sheriffs go.
Thanks. This trail leads south. Follow it to the end. When you get there, keep going. Good luck.
Adios, Steve.
You know, something funny about this.
About what?
You may think I'm loco, but I got a sneaking hunch the sheriff let us go.
Maybe you're right.
Well, what are you stalling here for? I thought we was heading south.
I'm going back into town tonight.
Back into town? What for?
Going in to see Sundown. You boys pick up the grub and meet me back here when you got it. And let me know when you're here.
We'll holler for you.
Yeah. Sundown.
Seems like you're a shade slower on the draw than you used to be, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne? Well, You're not going to get a chance?
You had a chance.
You can't shoot a man down like a dog.
This is the other way around.
You sat here and let me walk into a trap.
They surprised me as much as they did you.
Ain't you stringing this out too long? Why don't you kill him and let's be on our way?
Cheyenne, you ain't serious, are you? You're only joking. Killing me don't make sense.
It never does to the fellow that's getting killed.
Let me talk. Give me a minute, Cheyenne, before you pull that trigger. But this is murder.
You tried to murder us. A rope's a slow way to go. I'm gonna make it quick for you.
I heard about you, Cheyenne. You ain't the kind that shoots people in cold blood.
That ain't what you said at the trial.
I'm sorry about what I said at the trial. I didn't mean it.
You're wasting your breath, Lester.
No. Wait, Cheyenne, please, wait. I'll cut you in on the whole setup.
Keep talking.
Clanton's in on this.
You know, I never thought of making a partner out of a banker.
All you gotta do is say the word, Cheyenne, and you're in.
I knew you'd talk, Lester, standing at the other end of a gun. Now you're going down the street with me and make another little speech.
Hey, Jack. You ready?
Go inside. Let him have it.
Allison. Allison.
Bill.
that shooting? Was it you? What are you doing here?
Allison, I came back here to make Jack Lester admit he lied about those killings. In front of you.
You didn't have to do that.
I couldn't go away having you think I was a killer.
I never thought that.
Say that again.
I never thought that. I couldn't think it.
That's what I wanted. I'd almost given up caring whether anybody believed in me or not. Until I met you.
I believe in you. I'll always believe in you, Bill. I can't help myself. Please go, Bill. Please.
I want you to take a message to Steve for me. It's important. Tell him that Jack Lester...
Feller with a daughter can't leave home a minute, can he? You better get going quick.
You think so?
You ain't got any friends but us left in Red Valley. They put Steve in jail for letting you escape.
Jail?
It's true. Give Dad the message you had for Steve.
I haven't got any message for Steve now. But I do have one for that banker, Clanton. You tell him to get Steve out of jail by tomorrow, or I'm coming back.
Come on, Cheyenne, let's go.
Go, Bill. We gotta get Steve out of jail. If we don't, Bill will come back.
I can't help Steve, Allison. I just can't.
I'm out. More blue chips.
I'm out, boys. This is a funny place for you to be.
I know it.
This respectable women of Red Valley only come here when they want a favor. Like finding out how much their husbands are losing at gambling.
Was he here?
Oh.
Bill, before he got in that mess with Lester.
Well, you can call him by his right name. It doesn't matter now. Cheyenne Rogers. And you can get $10,000 for him, dead or alive.
I want him alive and far away from here.
Then why'd you keep him hanging on?
I didn't.
You were the reason he stayed in the first place. You were the reason he tried to change. And you'll be the reason he'll finally put his head in a rope.
He mustn't come back again.
If he's found out Steve's in jail, nothing can stop him.
One thing could, if Steve got out.
Not a chance.
Clanton's a big man in this town, and you have a lot of influence with him. If he said to release Steve, they'll let him go.
It's too late. They want Cheyenne so much, they'll hold Steve just to get him back here.
You can try, can't you?
You're a pretty cool customer. You'll save him now if you can. But you wouldn't save him when you should have. You could have sent him on his way with a few words.
I couldn't say those few words and tell the truth.
Well, let him come and be strung up if he's foolish enough to...
I don't care what happens to me or you or Steve or anybody else. But I want him alive. Do you understand?
Sure. Sure, I understand. You're gonna have your heart busted up in so many pieces you'll have to carry it around in a sack.
Good night, miss.
Well, good afternoon, my friend. What can I do for you?
Nothing. What are you doing for yourself, Clinton?
Everybody who can carry a 6-shooter will be out tonight. You'll have plenty against him if he comes.
Instead of waiting for Cheyenne, we should be celebrating the arrival of the last of them army horses tonight to fill our bank with money. But you, Jack Lester, had to talk.
Yeah, what would you do if your head was going to be blown off?
I'd keep my mouth shut.
Well, then keep it shut. You're in the same fix right now.
Stop arguing, will you? We can't afford to fight among ourselves. Maybe he won't come.
Countess, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Stanley, I hate to bother you, but I just had to see you.
Anytime, dear lady, anytime.
Hello, Uncle Willie.
Good afternoon, Countess.
Take the seat of honor, my dear.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Maybe she wants to find out her cousin's real name.
You know, it's too bad he didn't kill you when he had a chance.
He'll get another one.
Mr. Lester, I'll thank you to keep a civil tongue in your head. Your wish is my command.
Stanley, I want you to release Steve for me.
Steve?
Yes.
Oh, what on earth for?
Well, Cheyenne won't come here if he's free. I'll never ask you to do another favor for me.
Countess, I can't do that.
Please, Stanley. For me.
Anything, but not that. A man in my position can't ally himself with criminals. Will you forgive me?
Oh, certainly. Certainly I'll forgive you. You big, loudmouth, stupid old windbag.
Maybe we ought to do what the Countess says.
Oh, sure. Let Steve out to find Cheyenne. Then he can get a posse together at Basin City and come back for us.
I got a bump on my head.
Make up your mind where you stand, Uncle Willie.
I'm in the middle.
You better be out on the street tonight. On our side.
All right.
Got a gun?
Yeah. I thought I had. It's funny, I took it this morning. I don't think you'd misplace a thing that big. Oh, here it is.
Keep it ready.
I'll be ready.
There go the horses for the army into town.
Yep. Town will be full of money.
Until Clanton or Lester blow that safe again. We're going back into town. Come on.
Hey, you're crazy. We're traveling south.
Steve's got to get out of that jail.
Ah, forget it. He's safe there. Why break our necks?
He broke his neck for us.
Well, looks like we're going back.
We sure are.
Sure. We just walk in, and they're waiting for us with shotguns and ropes.
You see those horses down there? That's the answer. We're gonna go in with them.
Yeah, but how?
We'll join the herd at dusk. We'll pretend to help the wranglers and go in with the horses. Nobody will see us. Be no trouble at all.
No. No trouble at all.
Come on.
What you doing?
Oh, nothing much. How's the trip with the mail?
No different than usual.
Hungry?
No. The whole country's talking about this fella Smith.
Has anyone seen him?
Guess not. His real name's Cheyenne Rogers. You hear that? Real bang-up outlaw, they say. Dangerous afoot, on a horse, or laying on his back. Wouldn't think so quiet-spoken fella as him would be bad, would you?
They say he's a good bad man.
There ain't no such thing. A bad man's bad for himself and everybody else. Hope I never lose you, Al. I might get some real bad habits. What do you say we leave town for a while? Let's catch a train this afternoon to San Francisco. We stay there till we can't stand the sight of fog or salt water.
What about the stable and you have the mail
It
cart?
don't matter. We'll have ourselves a time. Restaurants, theaters, parties for you. Lots of nice clothes and jewels in San Francisco. I'll buy myself a plug hat and a Prince Albert coat so you won't be ashamed of me. How's that sound, huh?
I can't go.
Why?
Don't ask me why. I just can't go.
I don't have to ask. I guess you dropped this out of your stuff when you was carrying it out. Maybe you better put it back.
Are you mad at me?
More than when you caught the measles. I got 'em trying to nurse you. Nobody ever asked for the measles. They just come. Suppose he don't show up.
I hope he doesn't. But if he does, I'll be with him.
I got a couple more deliveries to make.
Dad. Dad, how do you feel?
Well, like my father felt before me. Ain't much difference between fathers, honey.
Cheyenne, quit your fooling. The whole town's gunning for us. We can't make it.
You got any nitroglycerin with you?
Be lonesome without it.
All right, now listen. We're joining the herd here. I'll get in front, you'll get behind. And when I give you the signal, you'll set off a charge. That'll stampede them.
Yeah, then what?
I'll be leading them. They'll follow me.
Cheyenne, if your horse falls in the front of them wild critters, it'll be your last ride.
I'll run them into town, and I'll lose myself in the herd.
You're still crazy.
I'll be waiting in the street. But not for long. The stampede will soon clear it.
Yeah? What happens next?
I get to the jail, and Steve gets out.
Then what?
Well, I don't want to tell you the end. You might lose interest. Hiya, Jerry.
Hi, Smith. I thought you were breaking horses at the corral.
Well, I decided to take a little vacation. You gonna need some help bringing them in tonight?
Sure thing. Last couple miles are always the hardest.
It'll go fast for you.
You think they'll come? Well, if they do, they'll think they ran right plumb into the middle of Custer's last stand.
What are you carrying out hardware for? You know those two boys across the border by now.
You better stay inside. There's liable to be some lead flying tonight. Go on, it's all right. Don't worry.
Who's there?
Davis, open the door. Leave that door unlocked. If he's got the nerve to come here, we'll make it easy for him to get a belly full of lead. Blackie, you watch the back door.
back door.
Up that shotgun, Blackie. Don't believe me, huh?
Let's get out of here.
Open that door, I'll blast you. Come in, Cheyenne.
All right, open it.
Where do we go from here?
After Clanton, you want him and Lester.
Clanton, you sure?
Yeah, Lester told me last night.
Think what we can do with $80,000.
Yes, I'm beginning to understand. I wouldn't walk around the corner with you, you murdering crook.
I didn't think you were such a sentimental fool, Countess, like all the rest of the yokels in this town.
Wait a minute, you can't get away with this.
Oh, can't I?
I've heard about rats deserting sinking ships, but this is the first time I ever seen one.
Get out of my way, Uncle Willie.
You got me scared, but not for $80,000.
Get out of my way.
Get! Let go! Get! I'm in that little go of the arm. I tell you, let go! You. Let go, I tell you. Let go! Oh, please, Mr. Lester, don't come in. Get out of the way.
Put up your guns. Get back there. Put up your guns. No shooting. Oh, please, Mr. Lester. It's all new glassware.
Shut up! Mr. Lester, drinks on the house.
There she goes again.
Watch out, Cheyenne.
Friendship.
There we are! We'll have a couple of legal hangings right here now. Get 'em, boys!
Wait a minute! Nobody's gonna be hanged. The men that should have been are beyond that now.
What do you mean by that?
Don't listen to him, boys. Get him while you got a chance. Go on, go on.
Take it easy. Especially you, Judge. That's better. Now, Cheyenne's got a little story he's gonna tell you, and I want all of you to listen real careful.
Boys, I just caught Stanley Clanton lighting out of town with the money from the bank. I had to shoot him. Before he died, he confessed. He was in cahoots with Jack Lester and robbing his own bank. Here's all your money back.
Do you Bill Smith, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
And do you, Allison McLeod, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
I pronounce you man and wife. What God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. Well, go ahead, kiss her. Give her a little smack. Go ahead.
Dad. Mrs. Smith? Best of luck to you. And you...
Well, wasn't it worth it, Willie?
Sure. I'm glad I confessed. How's Bill going to get a fresh start, or Allison be made happy if I didn't clear the whole thing up?
And you ain't going to be ashamed of that honesty, Willie. No, sir. Why, you're going to get a quick, fair, legal trial, and not a day more than 20 years.
That's mighty fine of you, Judge.
What?
Thank you.